So am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So screen is visible or not?
Yes, sir. Visible.
Okay, fine. So let us start. Today we are going to talk about ambiguity in context-free grammar. As you have seen in the last class, what we have discussed about the derivation trees.
Derivation.
Yeah, so we have to start with the root node, and root node was labeled with the start symbol, and then by using the grammatical production rules, we derived the string and we called it as a parsing. Okay, so coming on to the ambiguity, let us define some terms before describing the ambiguity in CFG. So what do you mean by ambiguous string? Okay. A terminal string W belonging to LG is ambiguous so a terminal string W belonging to LG is ambiguous if there exist two or more derivation trees for W, or there exist two or more leftmost derivation of W. You know about the leftmost derivation? What we do in leftmost derivation? Anyone?
So we replace the leftmost non-terminal term with production rule.
In each of the sentential form till we reach at the sentence, isn't it? So here we are talking about the same thing. A terminal string W is called ambiguous if there exist two or more derivation trees for W, or there exist two or more leftmost derivation of W. So let us see an example. All of you are having notebook with you. Just write these productions. S is rewritten as S plus S, or S is rewritten as S star S asterisk S. S is rewritten as A, or S is rewritten as B. These are the production rules. The grammar consists of four tuples S, A, B plus N star. This is what we call as terminal alphabet. Okay. So this is the non-terminal, this is the terminal, this is the production rule, this is the start symbol. So we are having these four production, we can number it: the first production rule, the second production rule, third and fourth. Fine. Now the question is, let W is equal to A plus A asterisk B. Find out whether W is ambiguous or not. So what is the definition of ambiguity in a particular string? अभी क्या हम लोगों ने देखा? Yes.
So if we have more than one leftmost derivation,
Yes. Then we are going to call that string as a as an ambiguous. Okay. So first find out whether we can derive this string from starting symbol or not. Fine. Just do it. Okay, fine. Let us see. We are provided with these production rules. So let us start with the starting symbol. Suppose we use the first production rule and we are talking about leftmost derivation. So at each step we are going to replace the leftmost non-terminal in the sentential form. So what is the first production rule? This thing. S is rewritten as S plus S. So we are going to write like this. Fine. Next, this is going to be the leftmost non-terminal. So we are going to use the production rule 3, that is S is rewritten as A to replace this leftmost variable. So we are having A plus S. Next, only one non-terminal is there. So we can use the production rule 2 because we have to find out this string whether it is derivable or not, A plus A asterisk B. So this production is going to be used. So A plus S asterisk S. Now again this variable non-terminal is leftmost. So we are going to use production rule 3 to replace this thing. Now only one variable non-terminal is there, so you have to use the production rule 4. S is rewritten as B. So you are going to write here A plus A asterisk B. Now you can see that W is derivable from the start symbol. So we can say that W is belonging to L of G. So first thing you have completed. Now again we try to find out whether other leftmost derivation is possible for this string or not. Okay, so just we have to start from the starting symbol. Again we are starting. Now instead of 1 we are going to use second one, that is S is rewritten as S asterisk S. Now this is the leftmost non-terminal. So we are going to use the first production rule to replace this S. So S plus S asterisk S. Next, we are going to use the third production rule in which S is rewritten as A. So this one is going to be replaced by A. S has been replaced plus S asterisk S. Two variables are there. This is the leftmost. So again we are going to use third production rule A plus A asterisk S. Next, fourth one is going to be used. So A plus A asterisk B. Again W has been derived from the starting symbol. So we are having two leftmost derivation for the same string, and as you can see here that a terminal string W belonging to LG is ambiguous if there exist two or more leftmost derivation, that we have already seen. Okay, or in another way we can derive this thing by the derivation tree. Fine. So just draw this. Is it clear? The leftmost derivation?
Yes, sir.
Aditya?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So can we draw the parse tree for this? For first leftmost derivation, if we start with the starting symbol as an root, next which production we have used? S is rewritten as S plus S. Again S is replaced by A. Next this S has been replaced by what? S asterisk S. Next what? A, and this one with B. So this one is the first derivation tree. You can see root is labeled with the start symbol, leaves are labeled with the terminal symbols. Yield of this tree is what? From leftmost symbol we just start reading the symbols till we reach at the rightmost symbol, omitting any lambda encountered. Okay, so A plus A asterisk B. Now for the second one, We can start with the root. What we have seen, s has been replaced by s asterisk s. Again, fine. A, A, B. And in the last class also, when we were discussing it offline, we have seen this, that in this case, what is happening? Multiplication is happening first, and then the result is going to be added with A. But in this case, what is happening? We are seeing addition first, and then the result is going to be multiplied with B. So the same expression is going to be evaluated in two manner. So we are going to see that W is ambiguous. ये चीज क्लियर है? How to draw the tree and how to show that W is ambiguous?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now coming on to the definition of ambiguous CFG or ambiguous grammar. So read it. Let G is equal to VTPS be a context-free grammar CFG. G is called ambiguous if for at least one word in the language that it generates, there are two possible derivations of the word that correspond to different derivation trees or parse trees or syntax trees. Okay. So ultimately what we are trying to say that at least one W must be present in language generated by grammar G for which two or more derivation trees are possible in the grammar. Fine. So at least one string must be ambiguous so that we can say that the grammar is ambiguous. If this condition is not met, then the grammar is called unambiguous. ठीक है? तो कंडीशन क्या हुआ? एटलीस्ट एक W ऐसा होना चाहिए जो कि ambiguous हो, और ये W ambiguous कब होगा? जब इसके लिए दो या दो से ज्यादा डेरिवेशन ट्रीज अवेलेबल होंगे या फिर दो या दो से ज्यादा लेफ्ट मोस्ट डेरिवेशन अवेलेबल होंगे. ये डेफिनेशन क्लियर है? अगर ये समझ में आ गया तो ये क्वेश्चन लिखिए आप लोग, सो दैट ऑल ऑफ यू आर हैविंग पेन एंड पेपर. So just write down this question. So that following grammars are ambiguous, एकदम सिंपलेस्ट स्ट्रिंग से आप देखेंगे. ठीक है? तो यहाँ अगर देखें तो s इज री रिटन एज s डिवाइडेड बाई s. तो अगर हम लोग कंसीडर करें ये स्ट्रिंग s is going to derive this w, तो lmd की बात करते हैं. फर्स्ट प्रोडक्शन को यूज कर लिया. नेक्स्ट सेकेंड प्रोडक्शन को यूज कर लिया. सो व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू हैव a डिवाइडेड बाई s. नेक्स्ट अगेन ये आपके पास है लेफ्ट मोस्ट और एक ही वेरिएबल है, इस केस में ये लेफ्ट मोस्ट था, इसको आपने चेंज कर लिया. नेक्स्ट अगर बात करें a डिवाइडेड बाई s डिवाइडेड बाई s, अगेन ये आपके पास लेफ्ट मोस्ट वेरिएबल है, इसको चेंज कर लिया. a डिवाइडेड बाई a. नेक्स्ट this is only the non-terminal available, so you are having one lmd. Again you can have S is rewritten as S divided by S. नेक्स्ट लेफ्ट मोस्ट वेरिएबल ये, फिर प्रोडक्शन 1 ही यूज किया, ऐसा आपको मिला। नेक्स्ट लेफ्ट मोस्ट symbol is what? This. So you replace this by this. Again so you are having two LMDs for the same string W. So you are going to say that this string is ambiguous and this belong to what? L of G, because you are deriving from a starting symbol. So this grammar is ambiguous. You can also draw the first derivation in the derivation tree. S is deriving this thing, A, again S is deriving S divided by S, A. For the second one, what exactly you are having? This thing. Next you have replaced this by this by A, and A. Yield of the tree is like this. Again yield of the tree is like this. Okay, पहला क्वेश्चन क्लियर है सबको?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Second one, you can see here the string is you are having two productions or two variables. One is S, another one is E. Production rules are such that you can revisit as, so you have to choose the smallest one, whether it is possible or not to derive that W from the given production rules for more than one leftmost derivation. So if we consider the smallest string, you can find here that ABSB is there. So we will be starting from here, that if we consider the string AB, S is replaced by A by this production rule. So this can be replaced by what? A. So this can be one of the string AB, AB. So if we are able to show that this string is derivable from the starting symbol, and if more than one LMD is there, two or more LMD is there, then we are going to say that okay, this string is ambiguous and the grammar is also ambiguous. So let us try. First is directly visible. S is deriving what? Directly derives AB SB. Next, S is rewritten as A, so we can write it AB. So this string is derivable from S in 0 or more step, so we are having that this string is belonging to LG. Fine. Next, what we can use? Just think of this production. S is rewritten as AAB. This can also be used. So we are going to replace this by this thing. S is directly deriving AAB. Now we can have this production. A is rewritten as BS. So what we are going to have? A, B, S, B. Now what we are going to have? This S is going to be replaced by this A by using this production rule. S is rewritten as A. So we are going to have what? AB, AB. For the same string, you are having more than one LMD, leftmost derivation. We can draw this thing also. with the help of derivation tree. So first one is straightforward. S is rewritten as A, B, S, B. If you remember, for any production rules, you have the node vertex as that on LHS, and right side of the production rule containing that production rule is represented like this: A1, A2 till AN. So A, B, S, B. Now S is going to be replaced by what? E for this derivation, first one. For second one, you are going to have S is rewritten as A, A, B. Again, A is rewritten as B, S, and this S is going to be replaced by A. So yield of this tree is what? This thing. A, B, A, B. So you are having one string W, that is A, B, A, B, for which more than one derivation trees are there. So you are going to say that W is ambiguous, and W is ambiguous belonging to LG. That's why the grammar G is ambiguous. Is this clear? चलिए नेक्स्ट जो हेडिंग है वो है inherently ambiguous grammar. Okay, just listen what exactly the definition is. If L is a context free language for which there exists an unambiguous grammar, then L is said to be unambiguous. Fine. अगर क्या है, L कंटेक्स्ट फ्री लैंग्वेज है और करस्पॉन्डिंग उसके लिए जो ग्रामर है वो क्या है, अनएम्बिगुअस है, देन L इज सेड टू बी अनएम्बिगुअस. बट जो आपके पास यहाँ दिया हुआ है सेकेंड डेफिनेशन की जो बात है, सेकेंड पार्ट, इफ एवरी ग्रामर दैट जनरेट्स L इज एम्बिगुअस then the language is called inherently ambiguous. Fine. आपके पास एक लैंग्वेज L है, ठीक है, इसके लिए कई सारे ग्रामर हो सकते हैं. फाइन. कैसे, एक एग्जांपल देख लो. सपोज यू आर हैविंग दिस ग्रामर in which production rules are as such: S is rewritten as AB, A is rewritten as A, B is rewritten as B. कोई बता सकता है कि इसका लैंग्वेज क्या होगा? Suppose you are having grammar with the production rules like this. So 4 tuple देते हैं, इसमें करें तो small ab. Very good. ठीक है. So LG is what? The set containing AB. Fine. Now the same thing if I write like this: S is rewritten as AA and A is rewritten as B, and this one is G1. Okay, so what is the language generated by this grammar?
Small a, small b.
Fine. So you can see na, the language is same, containing the string AB, but you are having more than one grammar, है ना? ग्रामर अलग अलग हैं बट लैंग्वेज क्या है, सेम है. तो ऐसे आपके पास एग्जांपल मिल सकते हैं. उसी केस में ये कह रहा है कि इफ एवरी ग्रामर, इस तरह के जितने भी ग्रामर हैं, दैट जनरेट्स L इज एम्बिगुअस, देन ओनली दैट लैंग्वेज इज कॉल्ड इनहेरेंटली एम्बिगुअस. फाइन. तो ये चीज क्लियर है. इनहेरेंटली एम्बिगुअस ग्रामर किसे कहते हैं? लैंग्वेज.
Yes, sir.
अगर सारे के सारे ग्रामर जो कि उस पार्टिकुलर लैंग्वेज को जनरेट कर सकते हैं वो एम्बिगुअस हो, मतलब उसमें जो भी एक कम से कम एक ऐसा स्ट्रिंग होगा जो कि एम्बिगुअस होगा। मतलब क्या कि उस स्ट्रिंग के लिए क्या है, पार्टिकुलर उस स्ट्रिंग के लिए मोर देन वन डेरिवेशन ट्रीज अवेलेबल होंगे, तो हम लोग कहेंगे कि ऐसा जो लैंग्वेज है वो क्या है, इनहेरेंटली एम्बिगुअस है। ओके, coming on to the next slide. This is your homework. For the time being, just recapitulate all the things. इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने के लिए आपको क्या शो करना पड़ेगा?
All grammar should be ambiguous.
Every grammar that is going to produce this L must be ambiguous. ठीक है, तो क्वेश्चन थोड़ा सा टफ लग रहा है लेकिन बहुत ही इजी है. इफ यू गो थ्रू इट you can find that okay, you have to show that this is inherently ambiguous, so definitely all the grammars that will generate this language will be ambiguous. Fine. तो दो तीन चीजें जो आपको हमेशा याद रखनी है, अब ये भूलना नहीं है. व्हाट इज द लैंग्वेज जनरेटेड बाय अ ग्रामर? मैथमेटिकली बताइए इसमें क्या लिखूं मैं, व्हाट आई शुड राइट? यस, एनीवन? Language generated by grammar G is what? At least 10 to 20 times I have talked about this. The set of all such strings derivable from the start symbol, है ना? So W belonging to star closure of T, and it is derivable from the start symbol. Fine. W belonging to LG is ambiguous if two or more than two derivation trees are available for this W. Grammar is ambiguous if at least one W is what? Ambiguous. If all grammars generating the language is ambiguous, then that language is called inherently ambiguous context-free language. Fine. Hope ये सारे concept clear हैं. Thank you all.